How was that 6 years in California Youth Authority? And now you talk about like 79, so we get into the 80s, early 80s, we get into the mid 80s, and you're spending your whole time as an adolescent in one of the roughest juvenile systems in, I mean, I'd say in the world at that time.
Yeah, you could say that, yeah. I went to, well, being that I was so young, they sent me to Fred C. Nellis. They used to call Fred's place right here on Whittier Boulevard. Yeah.
How was that facility back then?
I tell you one thing, boy, you better be down for the frijoles, homie. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get busy every day in California Youth Authority. You're going to be slinging them every day. And then you got other races that are there. And, you know, you're taught, the reglas and all that pedo. And so you're going to, you're brought up to understand all the rules and regulations. And all those rules and regulations are pretty much everything, bro. It's like, you take a shower, there's rules and regulations. You get a drink out of the water fountain, there's a rule and regulation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, think about it. You're just a kid and they're telling you all this. So it catches on in your mente and you're thinking like, okay, in order to survive here, I got to take this, to the fullest, right?
Yeah.
So, I did what I had to do.
In hindsight, they were setting young individuals up like yourself for destruction.
Exactly. They'll tell you to your face. You'll be in prison. They used to tell us all the time. Oh, you're going to the joint. You'll be in the joint in a few. You'll be there. They used to tell you that, the counselors. As
a grown man, a seasoned man that's been through everything that you've been through and survived, how do you feel about that?
I don't want to say that it was like all planned, but then again, I feel like it is, bro.
It's money. It's a money system.
Money thing, and like, look at man, look how it is to this day, bro. It's like we're set up to lose, bro. And I'm seeing that now as I came home after doing all the other time. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like that. Money talks. You know how that goes. But it's like, man, it's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up. The main thing to me is that I wasn't smart enough to realize, at that age. But I mean, it is what it is. I was young. I didn't know. But I wish I would have known to see what was, forthcoming. Remember, I'm just in juvenile right. I mean, I'm just in youth authority right now. I haven't got to the joint yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're in a state of mind just trying to survive.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I am. But at the same time, I didn't give a flying fuck. I didn't.
You're with the business. You're with the program. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm a Southsider. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're going to know my name.
Exactly.
You're going to know the neighborhood.
Exactly. But, I'm not trying to glorify that fellow.
No.
And no way, But at the same time, I'm not ashamed of where I came from and the way I grew up. Hell no. You know what I mean? I'm not ashamed of none of that.
Growing up in your environment, growing up in your neck of the woods, Venice, Oakwood, right? You know what I mean? Do you feel that made you a better man to this day, going through that?
I can't go out on a limb and say that. No, it didn't make me a better man.
You could have easily lived life without going through that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I could have, very easily.
Very easily.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
And so you finished the 6 years? Did you do the whole 6 years?
I didn't do. They give you that much time, but you don't have to do the whole 6 years.
Okay.
So good time, work time. I ended up doing 4, and then you get out and they put you on that damn YA parole.
Okay.
And I went back and did a couple violations because when I got out, you got a little size now. You did your push-ups. You got a little back arm. You think you really give to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coming out here, getting your groove on, and then you're back in that element.
So what year did you get out?
I got out in 1980. I got out in 1981. No, I take that back, 82.
You get out on YA parole, man. You survived Fred Nellis. You the big dog. You fucking yoked up. You feeling good about yourself, you know what I mean? And you get out. What is the environment that you're walking into?
At that time, gangbanging was to its fullest.
Okay.
In the 80s, in my time. So it's like it was to the fullest. So I'm already knowing that. You know what I mean? I'm already knowing that. So I touched down. I try to go to school. I try to go to high school. I'm still underage. I'm trying to go to high school. They didn't want me there. They said, no, you're on parole. You're a gang member. We don't want you here. No, you don't have no place in here. All right. So they said, we could send you to, what do they call those? Continuation school. Send me to the back where the girls are already pregnant. Trabajando, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, I like this. You know what I mean?
High school.
You know what I mean? They sent me there, and they didn't want me either, bro. They didn't want me either. I was like, damn. I did want to kick it there, but they didn't want me. So they sent me back to the neighborhood, and we all, how everybody has what's it called, like a skill center,
yeah.
where they're gonna teach you a trade. our trade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so I land there and I start taking up auto body and upholstery at Venice Skill Center.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but all they did was just put me right back in my neighborhood with all the knuckleheads I grew up with, as a kid.
Yeah.
And they're doing the same thing as I am. They just got out of juvenile and YA, and they're landing there too. So they just put me with all the homies.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's where it really all began.